Hey guys, it's Bunni here today, and I am bringing you another YouTube video. As you can see in the title, I'm going to be showing you the Atlantis Poi. We're going to be doing the spaceship challenge, and just going to kind of go around the map and just point out some of the new features and things like that, things that have been added, things that have been taken away, and kind of discuss some of the Fortnite news. But before we get too far into the video, if you haven't already, go ahead and press that subscribe button. And if you want to keep up to date on all of my videos, live streams, and things like that, go ahead and press that bell notifications anytime I post anything, so you'll be the first one to watch it. Also, if you like this video and you want to keep seeing more of them, go ahead and press that like button. But yeah, so when we get into this, we're actually going to be going to Battle Lab. This is actually one of the only challenges that I think you've been able to actually complete in Battle Lab, which I think is pretty cool of Epic to, allow this, because it would be extremely hard to get into a public match and do this. You're going to be fighting off 100 people, and only one person can do it at a time. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the game and go ahead and check all this stuff out. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to go here for the spaceship challenge. But yeah, they updated the game last night, early morning, Saturday morning. And this is going to be the final water level, so the water level is going to stay the same. They have a end date for this water level, and I believe it's September 14th. So this is pretty much it. So kind of sad news though, because that means the season is actually probably going to be extended, just because the water level is ending on the 14th of September. As right now, currently, the Battle Pass, on the Battle Pass screen, this season is supposed to only go to August 27th. So it is kind of taking it back a couple of weeks, which honestly, kind of to be expected at this point, if you ask me. Just because, yeah, it's just kind of how it goes around here with Epic. Probably has a little bit to do also with the cars update, because as most of you know, that got pushed back for quite some time. So but yeah, so I activated the challenge. As you can see it says locate and install missing parts. As you can see, there's a little spaceman in there. He's ready for takeoff. So the first actual piece is going to be right here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. No. It's going to be right here. I'm silly. It's right here, and you can't really see it. I have to move a little bit. But there it goes. You kind of see it when I move around. There we go, like that. Okay, so you grab that and then you turn and install part. So we're gonna go ahead and install the battery pack right there. So that's done. Now the next one's gonna be over here, as you can see, in the side of the mountain, glowing green. It's ready to be taken out the mountain, placed back on the ship. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here. Grab that real quick. You can hear the little buzzing sounds that it's making. So we're going to grab that. So this is called the thruster. I'm going to go ahead and go back and install this part. And you only have to collect 3. And like I said, this is Battle Lab, so you're not having to fight off 100 people, if you do it in a pub match or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install this thruster. Alright, and I believe the third and final piece in this is going to be over here. Yeah, you can definitely hear the buzzing and actually feel a little bit of a vibration coming off whenever you get close to it. For those of you that use controller, you'll be able to feel the vibration when you're getting close to that rock. Yeah. We're going to take that back over here and install it. Where do you want this? Where are we going with this? There it is. Install the heat ship. Okay, and so now it's going to give you the option to launch the ship. So we're just going to go ahead and get that started. Oh, look at that. It's getting ready. As you can see, it's kind of like a little green. It looks like almost like the Northern Lights type thing, which is pretty cool. And it actually matches the pickaxe. If you own a pickaxe, I think is how you say her name. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And basically you just wait here, wait for it to take off. And as you can see, it takes about a minute or so, so we have about 30 seconds left. It has a little clock right there on top. It's glowing green. The little man inside is ready to go. It's just kind of beat up, but you can see there's the part that's missing right there. Got about 10 seconds left, and it's about to take off. So here we go. And there it goes. And it's out. And he's back into his spaceship. Now, they do leave a chest here, and I know this is in a public match as well. I'll grab that. And then we have these rifts all around the island. They're literally all around here. We're gonna go ahead and jump in one. That is the spaceship challenge. It's really simple, super easy. Shout out to Epic for making this a easier challenge than it could have been, because yeah, it definitely probably would have been extremely hard if you had to do it just in pub matches. Just fighting off everybody that's gonna be wanting to do it at the same time. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So as you know, the Atlantis or the Coral Castle POI landed in the game this morning, early morning, about, I want to say it was about 1 o'clock Eastern, or 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock my time, Central. And yeah, so when it first came out, for those of you who don't know, about the first 20 to 30 minutes, when you jumped into a game, POI was actually under the name Carl, which was just a file name that it was under whenever it was in the files before it got unlocked and the water level lowered. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different little buildings all around, and we have definitely a new sets of that, but you know, it's still a pretty cool place to land. As you can see, there's these little relics right here. Also, we have these little orbs. We don't really know what these are for yet. We don't know if they're going to be doing anything or anything like that, but there are different colors that I've noticed. So these ones are orange, what it's looking like. And I don't know if this place spawns more epic chests, but I feel like they do. Just because when I land here, I typically see a few, rather than just like maybe one or so. So yeah, so we have these little monuments, as you can see. I don't know if they're like, you know, the little corals gods or something like that. We have little fishies. This is like the main temple right here. And you have some cool sounds that are coming out. I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, like I said, they're in this little orbs right here. It's still some water right here in the middle. We have like a little pool area. You can see here's another different colored orb. We have some more statues. As you can see, more little orbs, stuff like that. And this is, like I said, this is Battle Lab, so you know, you got the little fishies right here, the little floppers, the little flopper monuments. Like I said, and there's little buildings pretty much all over the place over here. Like I said, sadly enough, there isn't Aquaman or anything like that, which is a little, but you know, there's no boss or mythic weapons. And if you look right here, this is kind of cool too. I don't know if most people have noticed, but these floppers up top are actually gold. And the ones on the bottom were not gold, but these are. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be something significant later, or this is going to be like that. But you hear the little chimes in the background. I think that's really cool. They add some kind of like a little ambiance when you come over here. I think that's really cool. And when you come this way, it kind of gets louder. We have these two monuments. We have some more. These are all different right here, which I think is kind of cool. Then we have another little temple type thing over here. And there's just chests all over this place, you know. And this right here, I think it's kind of cool too. It glows. Kind of glows in the dark a little bit. I think that's awesome. All sorts of different types of coral reefs and things like that. You know, all over the place, which is actually kind of cool. I am curious to see what they do with this POI in the future, if they're going to keep it or not. As you can see, there's waterfalls around as well, and then there's little lots of land where you can go ahead and get up out of here. So yeah, this is, you know, supposed to be kind of like the Atlantis POI, which, like I said, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's, although they don't have Aquaman and they don't have like a mythic weapon right out here yet, I think I have a pretty cool POI. It looks like kind of like a stopper. I want, you know, a sink stopper. That'd be kind of cool. You know, maybe that'll come into play later. We don't really know if there's going to be like a live event or anything like that this season. From what I've gathered in the past, there's been like one every other season, so we might not get one this season. It might just be like, you know, a final update, which are the final update for this season, or it's supposed to be the final update at least, 13.4, is actually going to be coming out either Tuesday or Wednesday, pretty much like tomorrow or the day after. So that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much right here, the Atlantis POI. We're going to go ahead and hop around the map, kind of see a little bit of the rest of the map changes. Okay guys, so we're just going to kind of jump in and show you some of the map changes as far as the water level. Most of them are pretty much on the outside of the map. There's not really a whole lot going on the inside, inland, or anything like that. So over here, as you can see, this kind of started the last water level, and it's officially connected to the ground. Don't really know what they're making. It's kind of like a boating dock kind of thing right here. As you can see, it's officially connected to the ground now. So that's going to be developing as well. Pretty much we just got the shoreline out here. Nothing too crazy on this side of the map. Aside from the spaceship, as y'all know, we just completed that. And it stays there, so it's not going to disappear if you've already done it. You know, you'll be able to still see it. And this little back island right here is fully exposed now. As you can see, there's just nothing but land out here. The water level, and this, like I said before, this water level is going to be staying pretty much for the rest of this season. It's not going to go anywhere. It's due to stay this way until September 14th. We don't really know what significance that date means or anything like that, but a lot of the leakers and things like that have seen that in the coding, so which means that this season is probably going to be postponed. Like the new season is probably going to be postponed. So this one's going to be extended probably till September 14th. As most of you know, in the battle pass it actually says August 27th, so that's a bit of a change, about a 2-week difference. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but I mean, with everything that's going on, they're probably just, you know, trying to fix a lot of the bugs with the cars and things like that, just to give them some time to work on that. As you can see, the shark is officially able to be landed at now. We have the helipad back and everything like that. The prisoners have escaped at this point, if they made it out of the tsunami that Midas created last season. So yeah, as you can see, this obviously so all this is open and free to be landed at now. As you can see, there's still whirlpools around. The only pirate ship to make it out was this little bitty thing over here, which is kind of sad because that was probably one of the worst pirate ships to loot. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So as you can see right here, Fort Crumpet's pretty much, you know, Fort Crumpet's ready to go. You got all this land behind it. This little graveyard of shipping containers is, you know, ready to be farmed and things like that. As you see, there's no difference with this crane right here. We've been watching it for a couple of seasons now, but really no difference. Obviously, the car's not there anymore since No Sweat took it away. We do have our little toilet man over here. Probably gonna be chilling. I don't really see him moving anytime soon. Probably not gonna be moving this season, if he does move at all. Also, as you can see, we have these little rocks right here, ready to be farmed out. They're finally out of the water, so that's good. I used to land out here a lot in solo matches, just to kind of land on the outside of the map, at this little beach cabin right here, so that's kind of nice. You see Shantytown is officially all the way out of water. You can see all the structures and everything like that, so along with sort of the swamp. All the land is ready to be farmed and things like that. As you see, the flotilla actually rotated. Don't really know why they did that. Maybe just for aesthetics, and just so that way it works better with the map. And now it's facing east, I believe, or it used to be facing east and now it's facing north, one of the two. But it's rotated. As you can see back here is already out of the water, and I'm sorry for my camera jumping. It's having a little bit of technical issues with my controller, so apparently it's up. Did not know that, so yeah. As you can see, I think this also, it might have rotated. It did move, so this is all that's left of the rig, sadly. Started like way back over there, now it's over here now, but yeah, so this is all that's left of the rig. I do kind of miss the big island, the big crash island that was behind the rig, just because I used to land there and it gave me a whole bunch of metal and a whole bunch of different loot, so that was always nice. As you can see, no Pipe Man. Maybe he got washed up somewhere, maybe he didn't. I don't really know what happened to him, but he is no longer here. He is MIA. All these cabins are officially landable. I know some people like to land out here in Arena, so that's good for them. As you can see, the boat, or the pretty much the loot boat, as everybody calls it, the pawn boat, is still floating around the map, still spawning at random points. Pretty decent place to land. If you don't know about that boat, it has a bunch of big crates and drops, and just chests in general. It's actually a really decent place to land to get looted up. As you see, we're probably out of the water, landable. I know a lot of the sweats who do comps play and land out here, just because it's, you know, just a really good loot spot and good for mats as well. As you can see, there's not too much else going on around the map. You know, everything's pretty much out of water now. Shipwreck Cove is completely visible. The water level is finally low enough to see all the abandoned ships and the chests. And aside from that, that's pretty much it for this update for the water. There's not too much else. The only thing I do want to touch on briefly is going to be the grotto, or however you say it. I like to say the grotto, but you know, not really too sure on the vernacular of that. But yeah, so right now it is still closed. A lot of people thought that with the water level going down that it would reopen. I know I did. I used to love landing here. It's kind of an not about place to land. As you can see, it is vaulted up, kind of like over there by Caddy Corner. It is just closed up super tight. Nobody's getting in, nobody's getting out type thing. So there's that. So that's pretty much it for the grotto. They did upload, or not upload, but they did update the files for the grotto, with some bat sounds and things like that. I believe it was either HypeX or Fire Monkey that kind of discovered those in the files this week. And they, yeah, so this is probably going to be opening back up Season 4. Not looking too good for this season. Probably not going to be opening back up, given the fact that it is vaulted. The eyes are completely closed up, the nose and everything else. So a lot of you that landed here would know that these were always open. As you can see, they are closed. No one's getting in. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was all the new map changes, the Atlantis Poi, along with the spaceship challenges. Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to stay up to date on all these Fortnite changes and things like that, I will be posting videos regularly on all the news that I can find and things like that, anything that's been leaked. So yeah, if you do subscribe, go ahead and press that bell, so that way you stay up to date and you do get the notifications if I do post another video, so you'll be the first one to know of these updates and changes and things like that. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and press that like button. So yeah, so I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!